Hello everyone, I am Lens. Today, I bring you a video about some adjustments that should be made to the Genesis tree in the recent phase. First, let's look at these expensive items. Generally, by the mid to late season, unique items will drop in price. But you can see these double-foulborn items. Double-foulborn Headhunter is 450 divines, and Unnatural Instinct is 275 divines. This is a single foulborn ancestral vision for 18 divines. Look at this Red Dream, it's the most used one this season. If it's double foulborn, it's 40 divines. Green Dream isn't usually used by anyone, but even a double foulborn one is 10 divines. Including Mageblood, which previously didn't have an foulborn version. Now it has an foulborn version, and its foulborn version functions almost the same as the normal one. Let's look. The foulborn one is 220 divines, the non-foulborn is 200 divines. The original version is still 20 divines cheaper than the foulborn version. So is this Hand of Thought and Motion? If it's double foulborn, it can still be worth 18 to 20 divines. These are all corrupted. The uncorrupted ones are even more expensive. Barek's Respite Ring has always been expensive, it's dropped a bit now. A double foulborn one is 60 divines. So this relates to what we said at the beginning. For example, an foulborn Headhunter wasn't very valuable initially. If it rolled the Eat Soul modifier, which overrides the original gain modifiers of Rare Monsters modifier, then that Headhunter was worthless. Now we can see the original version is the cheapest. This is the original, only 22, 23 divines. And the one with the Eat Soul modifier is 24, 25 divines, actually a bit more expensive. So now there's a bit of a reversal. 4 non-foulborn items, due to high supply, their prices aren't very good now. Instead, these foulborn items, especially double foulborn ones, are becoming more valuable due to their rarity. People have more currency now and are starting to pursue these better, more expensive double foulborn items. So I recommend everyone start paying attention to these nodes that increase the chance for items to be foulborn. This one gives an additional item and 30% chance to be foulborn. This one has a 100% chance to be foulborn, but it also corrupts the item. This is only a disadvantage for Mageblood. In other cases, it doesn't have much impact. Like now, we are mainly focusing on jewels and belts, so corruption doesn't have much effect on them. The other points are the same as previously recommended by Fubgun. This more rare node should be taken. Personally, I take the belt node, and then this extremely foul node, which has a 50% chance to be foulborn. Most important, it has a 20% chance for double foulborn. So if you want to obtain double foulborn items, then this should be the most core and important node. Also, for some new players, I want to briefly introduce foulborn items. They are newly added this season, and there are currently 346 modifiers. This isn't 346 different items, but 346 different modifiers. For example, you can see this Val's Devotion. It has 2 possible foulborn modifiers. Here you can see there is a modifier line on top. This is the item's original modifier. The one below is the new foulborn modifier, which replaces one original modifier. Some, like Headhunter, can even have 3. It has 3 possible foulborn modifiers. Previously, the Eat Soul one wasn't favorable, but now its price is even higher than the original version. Because only 2 can appear, so if Culling Strike and Reveals Rare Monsters on Minimap appear, plus the original modifier, then it's already a 500 divines price. At the same time, I want to go over the most popular foulborn items this season as a small summary. The first is, of course, the most popular one, Red Dream. I'm playing Chieftain. With my current passive tree setup, taking all the strength nodes converted to fire resistance, the final bonus is 38%, which is extremely terrifying. One jewel granting 38% increased maximum life. Then, if it's a double foulborn version, everyone can take a look. The other foulborn modifier for double foulborn is plus 4% to chaos resistance per endurance charge. For my chieftain and including juggernauts, they generally have 6 permanent endurance charges. That brings 24% chaos resistance, plus the previous 30% to 38% increased maximum life. This jewel provides way too much. No wonder the foulborn Red Dream ranks as the most used foulborn unique, with 1 in 12 players using it. The second is Barek's Respite, Fire and Lightning version. It provides double explosion. Currently valued at around 60 plus divines. Previously it was said to be over 100 divines. It's also used in some very popular builds this season. You could say it's like the icing on the cake or a catalyst-like effect. Third place is the foulborn version of Hand of Thought and Motion. Let's look at the original property, 5% increased critical strike chance per 25 intelligence. The new foulborn modifier is 5% increased accuracy rating per 25 intelligence. This foulborn version of Hand of Thought and Motion enabled a build unique to this season, the 1000 intelligence, high accuracy rating juggernaut. Very popular and very strong. It's essentially a build that maxes out both offense and defense. If this claw appears as a double foulborn version, then it's about 20 divines. Very high. Let's see if it's the uncorrupted version. If it's the uncorrupted version, it's 30 to 40 divines. So the double foulborn version of this claw is very expensive. Fourth place is Unnatural Instinct. Unnatural Instinct itself is a very practical and highly used item. This season, its double foulborn properties significantly increased the item's power. The most important one, of course, is the bonus to all unallocated notable passive. That is, these types of nodes in our passive tree, similar to medium notables. The original version was that after placing this jewel, you would gain the properties of the small passive skills that are not allocated. Now, this foulborn version means it's not those small passives, but these notable passives. Notable passives often provide very high attributes. We can look at this one foulborn Unnatural Instinct. Just this one modifier alone. It's worth how much? 100 divines. That means this single modifier alone is worth 100 divines. And if it includes the other foulborn modifier, then it's 270 divines. Many people don't quite understand what another modifier means. Let me explain it to everyone. The another modifier says, allocated notable passive skills in radius grant nothing. You might think, granting nothing? What's the point? Actually, it's because the original version was allocated small passive skills in radius grant nothing. For example, originally, if you placed an Unnatural Instinct here, then these two small passives leading to it, these pathing nodes, you wouldn't gain their properties. This new foulborn modifier, it essentially removes that negative effect. You no longer have the issue of these pathing nodes not granting their properties. Although the improvement isn't huge, maybe just 2 or 3 small passive points. But when your gear is very optimized, then this directly causes the value to change by several times. Next is this ring Kikazar. Originally, its property was regenerate 3 life per second per level. Now it's changed to +2 to maximum mana per level. So at level 100, that's an increase of 200 mana. It's mainly used for Hierophant builds stacking mana for kinetic blast clustering. They often equip 2 of these rings. Some use 1, some use 2. They stack mana very high, combined with Indigan, so their overall output can be increased a lot. The next few all have 2% or even less market share and usage rate. I'll just mention them quickly. First is Red Nightmare. Its original version is actually more expensive. If it's the non-foulborn version, the market price should be around 70 divines. It mainly provides chance to block equal to 50% of your fire resistance or elemental resistances, which is also very exaggerated. Often, a single jewel can add over 20% block chance. Its foulborn version, if it still retains this modifier, is also around 30 divines. This is the core value of this jewel. If it doesn't have this modifier and gets any other, then this jewel becomes worthless, only tens of chaos. Next is Eshe's Mirror. This is also very popular this season. All the kinetic blast deadeyes use the foulborn version with the damage cannot be reflected modifier. It should be said that its supply is high, the effect is very good, it's an excellent item. Currently, even a double foulborn one is only worth tens of chaos. Next is Ancestral Vision. The core functional modifier of Ancestral Vision is the original one. Gain additional chance to avoid elemental ailments equal to 50% of chance to suppress spell damage. Initially, if the foulborn version replaced this modifier, then that foulborn version was worthless. But now, because there are too many of this item, even the original item isn't worth much. Instead, it must have an foulborn modifier that can add extra chance to suppress spell damage to be relatively valuable. You can see this one is already 18 divines. If it doesn't have this modifier, it's only worth a dozen or so chaos orbs. Next is Headhunter. I mentioned Headhunter earlier. At this point in the season, if it's double foulborn and rolls, Culling Strike, and reveals rare monsters on minimap, then it will inevitably have the original modifier. So all the best modifiers are present. Then it will be worth 400, 500 plus divines, a very, very exaggerated price. And Mageblood was mentioned earlier. The original is 200 divines. Then GGG did something. The original modifier is 2 to 4 magic utility flasks adjacent to the left are always active. Its foulborn version is, let me show you, the first 4 magic utility flasks adjacent to the right are always active. So there's actually no difference, just a change in the position. But it inexplicably costs 10 to 20 divines more. Next is this foulborn Dodra's Scorn. It's very exaggerated. Let's look at its foulborn property. The original was +2 to level of curse skill gems. The new one is, socketed gems are supported by level 30 Impending Doom. What does level 30 Impending Doom mean? At level 20, Impending Doom has roughly 2000 average chaos damage. At level 30, It's 7,500, more than 3.5 times, 3.75 times the level 20 damage. And it's paired with this Vixen's entrapment. These two pieces of equipment are so-called for allowing level 39 characters. This helmet requires level 39 to run tier 16 maps. Very exaggerated. I believe you can find some videos of using this to farm T16 at low levels. You can go take a look. I'll just briefly mention the rest. Two interesting ones. One is the Foulborn Choir of the Storm's Gift. It changes the original critical strike chance increased by overcapped lightning resistance to mana increased by 50% of overcapped lightning resistance. For some mana stacking builds, this is very exaggerated. They stack their resistance to over 1000, so mana increases by 500, 600 like that. These have usage rates below 1%, so I won't go into too much detail. Like this one, gain increased maximum energy shield at 100% of lightning resistance or all elemental resistances in radius. I remember if it's Double-foulborn, it should be around 10 divines. Yes, here it's 10 divines. And also, like this Wrathpith globe, it enables a new build archetype, stacking life to gain damage over time. Okay, today's video covered quite a lot. But the core message is still to remind everyone to start focusing on the Foulborn, especially Double-foulborn, nodes in the unique item branch of the Genesis tree. Like this node, it's 100% chance for items to be Foulborn. This one is 30%. And this node is actually very important too. It has 50% chance to be Foulborn, and simultaneously, a 20% chance for Double-foulborn. Double-foulborn can only be brought by this single node. So I think this node is a must-take for everyone at this stage. I won't say anything more about the others. I am Lens. If you found this video helpful, please like and follow me. See you in the next video.